வெல்கம் டு த தமிழ் டூரிஸ்டர் சேனல். என்னோட பேர் பாஸ்கரன். இன்றைக்கி நம்ம எங்கே இருக்கோம்னா பென்சில்வேனியாவில் ராங்ஸ்ன்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஒரு சின்ன வில்லேஜில் இருக்கோம். இப்போ எனக்கு பின்னாடி பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு ட்ரெயின் கம்பார்ட்மெண்ட் உங்களுக்கு தெரியும். ஸோ இதுதான் வந்து ரெட் கபூஸ் மோட்டல். ஸோ 1970 ஒரு பெரிய யூஸ் ஆகாத ட்ரெயினை வாங்கி அதை வந்து ரீமாடல் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. ஸோ எல்லா கம்பார்ட்மெண்ட்டையுமே வந்து ஒரு வீடு மாதிரி கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணி அதை வந்து இங்கே ரெண்ட் விடுவாங்க. ஸோ இன்றைக்கி நம்ம வந்து இந்த இடத்துல தான் தங்க போகிறோம். ஸோ இங்கே வந்து இந்த ஊரில் கபூஸ்ன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. ஸோ இந்த கபூஸ் வந்து ஒரு நாளைக்கு வந்து $120 சார்ஜ் பண்ணுறாங்க. ஸோ இது ஒரு ஃபுல் வீடு செட்டப் மாதிரியே இருக்கும் உங்களுக்கு. நம்ம இன்னைக்கு என்னென்ன இருக்குன்னு உள்ளே போய் பார்க்கலாம் வாங்க. ஸோ நாங்கள் தங்க போகிற கபூஸ் இது தான் நம்பர் 14. இது பேர் லயனல் லைன்ஸ். இது உள்ளே என்ன இருக்குன்னு சொல்லிட்டு பார்க்கலாம். இது வந்து ஒரு டபுள் பெட் கபூஸ். ஸோ இதுக்கு வந்து $120 சார்ஜ் பண்ணுறாங்க ஒரு நாளைக்கு. வாங்க உள்ளே போய் என்ன இருக்குன்னு பார்க்கலாம். ஸோ இங்கே மோட்டல் பக்கத்துலேயே ஒரு சின்ன ஃபார்ம் மாதிரி வச்சுருக்காங்க. ஸோ இங்கே சும்மா பெட் அனிமல்ஸை வந்து நம்ம வந்து இங்கே பெட் பண்ணலாம். ஸோ இங்கே வந்து அவங்களே வந்து ஃபுட்டு வச்சுருக்காங்க, நம்ம காசு போட்டு அதை ஃபீட் பண்ணலாம். ஸோ இங்கே வா வா. இது போட்டிருக்கேன் பாரு, இது போட்டிருக்கேன் பாரு.
Okay, go. Okay, can I go? Okay. Two. Okay. Dog.
It's a baby pig.
Okay, go big. Baby pig. Baby pig. Okay, sleep in the group. Oh.
போடு, பிக்குக்கு போடு.
A baby? Okay, talk about that. Take it. Go.
Do you guys have anything else like special or fun planned while you're in the area or anything like that?
We just wanted to visit the farm. Yeah, because I have 2 kids, so we just wanted to make sure they engage. So
Right. Yeah, no, definitely. Lancaster County is very, I guess, good for that. It's very, there's a lot of interactive things that you can do. So it is very, very cool. And then, of course, the views and everything.
Yeah.
Very, very open out here, which I really love.
yeah.
Easy, Maya. Easy. This is Henry and Linda's little country store and miniature horse farm. So basically, they are a traditional Lancaster County Amish family that runs kind of a tourist operation. So they are miniature horse farmers and carpenters by trade. They breed, raise, train, and sell miniature horses. And they also make a bunch of different homemade crafts. So they make a bunch of, tables, chairs, bedroom sets, smaller crafts and larger crafts. But basically, oh yeah, you guys can come back and check it out if you'd like to. It's free to walk through and everything. But what I do here is I'm just gonna stop and in front of this little shed, and a nice Amish girl will come up to the back of the wagon with a tray of homemade goodies to offer you guys that they make here on the property.
Okay.
So the mother, Linda, and her daughters will make like all the chips and the pretzels and the whoopie pies, which what those are, since you guys said it's your first time in Lancaster County, the whoopie pies that she has in her hand right now are basically 2 pieces of like chocolate cake with icing in the middle. So it's kind of like a cake sandwich, and that's like a Lancaster County, or more specifically like an Amish, I guess, treat.
Okay.
Yep. But they have been open, I believe, since the early 2000s. This place has been around since I was a very little kid.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully they'll be here for many more years too. But it is very cool. Obviously, having the Amish people here in Lancaster County, since, everybody was like them at one point in time, it's very cool because it's almost like having a piece of history freeze-framed in modern-day America. And it is very, very fascinating. Obviously, if you're born in an Amish family, it's probably not going to seem that fascinating, just because that's really all you ever know. And that's all you're taught and raised to know.
Yeah, for us it's going to be totally different.
Exactly, because they don't have a lot of the modern technologies we have, and that's not a big deal to them, but for us it obviously is. And so it is, it's very, very cool. But yeah, the Amish, I guess they would have settled here between the late 1600s and early 1700s.
Oh, okay.
So they've been here, the Amish folks have been here for a very, 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 very long time. And I can go ahead and make a safe assumption that they'll probably be here for a very, very long time also, which is not a bad thing, not at all. It is, it definitely is. And then these cabooses, I can tell you the story of these quick too.
Oh, yeah.
So these cabooses have been here since the 1970s. They were all retired from their railroad lines in the 1950s. And how they got here was the original owner, a fellow by the name of Don Denlinger, actually went out of state to a private auction where a railroad was auctioning off all their decommissioned train cars. So he, as a joke, put a bid in on 14 train cars, and went back home and didn't think too much of it, and he got a call 30 days later saying he won. So all of these, or most of these train cars came down along the Strasbourg Railroad, and you can tell how long they've been here by how sunk in the tracks are. So a lot of those tracks, you can't even see the railroad ties anymore, or if you can, they're very broken and busted and sunken in. I think it is very cool that they are here though, because it did really honestly kind of give the cabooses a second life, even after they're done, and they are very, very old. They're very antique, so it is very, very cool. But they've all been here since the 1970s, and before that, this property was a dairy farm. So the owner bought this property, which was a non-Amish dairy farm back then, and converted it into the Red Caboose Motel. And then some years later, the A is for Amish buggy rides came along, and the rest is history, I guess. we've been here ever since. Oh yeah, but yeah, it's.
He's been very nice to me.
Mom.
Some people have it backstory. Really?
When I first moved here.